Hi, good morning. It is 6:55 on a Wednesday morning, and I wanted to talk to you today about a passage of scripture in Dueteronomy. So, have you ever had people say to you, "We don't discuss politics. We don't discuss politics or religion"? Whatever you do, when you go there, don't discuss politics or religion. When you're talking to family at Thanksgiving, be careful not to discuss politics or religion. Um, you've heard that. We've all heard that. And all my life, even when I was too young to understand, I thought, I, I'm confused by that. What else is there to discuss? What else is there important? And I've been pondering, if you say, well, we're going to have a church and we're not going to discuss politics or religion, well, you're just kidding yourself. It's not possible. It's a joke. There's no way to be a church and not discuss politics or religion, because, or just if you're a church and you say we don't discuss politics, well, that's insane. Um, It's just not possible. It's not the way it works. We're going to talk about a passage from the book of Deuteronomy. If you kind of know what's going on in Deuteronomy, it's kind of like a pause, like they've kind of just stopped, and Moses is getting ready to pass along the leadership mantle to Joshua in this story, and it's before they cross the Jordan River, if I'm not mistaken, and they're working towards the promised land. But Moses says, hey, we need to reestablish, we need to give the law again, we need to repeat the law, we need to repeat all those things that that you need to use. And basically, the second law, the repetition of the law, it's a repetition of a politic. It's a system. So where are they at? They're right here in Moab. Can you see this? They're in Moab. There it is. They're in Moab, which is before they cross over. The Jordan River runs down through here. Let's see, is there a better picture here? So they're here in Moab. It's before they cross the Jordan River to go up in here towards what they considered the promised land. So they're here. They're getting ready to go in. Moses isn't going to go so far. It just hit me. Am I confusing Moses and Abraham? No, I'm not. Moses isn't going to go so far. And so Moses says, let's give the law again. And did Moses write Deuteronomy? A lot of it is attributed to Moses, whether he wrote it or not. It's constantly attributed to Moses. Even Jesus, some people would say that he attributed the book of Deuteronomy to Moses, but the idea is that it was the message of Moses, whether he wrote it down or not. Could have been written down long later, but that doesn't matter. Here's the point. What is in Deuteronomy? Well, it's kind of like a second giving of their politic. Here's a passage that I found fascinating, and I thought we should read today. When you build a new house, you shall make a parapet. What the heck is a parapet? For your roof, so that you will not bring bloodshed on your house if anyone falls from it. Will not bring blood guilt on your house if anyone falls from it. When you build a new house, you shall build a parapet for your roof. Does your roof have a parapet? Do you know what the heck a parapet is? Well, a parapet, the idea is it's a small wall, a low wall around the edge of the balcony or the roof, just to kind of keep people from falling off. That's it. So here I am, fascinated by the fact that Moses isn't going to cross over the Jordan. Maybe Moses is going to kind of pass on this mantle of leadership to Joshua. And one of the things that he thinks is important enough for us to say, or for him to say, is, hey, when you build a house, make sure that you put a little fence around the roof so that people don't fall off and die. What? Why was this important? Well, it's important because it's not important because every roof needs a wall around it, because a lot of people don't hang out on roofs anymore. But it's important because of the concept or the idea that it puts out there. The idea is you need to think through ways to care for your neighbor and your friends and people that come over. You need to do things so that people don't get hurt. You need to do things to be safe. We need a political system. Politics is a science of government. Politics is a science of good sense applied to public affairs. And as those are forever changing, what is wisdom today would be folly perhaps and ruin tomorrow. Here's the idea. I'm looking at the etymology of politics. But what I want you to understand is this. Politics is it's everything about how we manage life. When you eat at a restaurant and you think about giving a tip or not, it's kind of like building a wall around your house. It's just, yes, you got to help people, you got to share with people, you got to love people, you got to give to people who serve you, you got to take care of people. It's just politics, and it touches every part of our life. Everything Jesus said was political. Love your neighbor, that's political. Love your enemies, that's a political stance. So if you're looking for a place that won't get political, essentially you're asking that your system of beliefs never get challenged. You can't go to church and say, I don't want to be at a church that's not political. Everything Jesus said was political. The scriptures are political. Deuteronomy is political. Putting a wall around your roof is political. You're asking, basically, you're saying, I want to be left alone. I want to think like I think. I don't want anybody to change my thinking. I want to always go on like this until the day I die. Well, basically, you're saying, hey, I'd like to just go ahead and die. When you say we don't want to talk about religion or politics, you're essentially ruling out everything. Politics and religion are a lot that's important. Everything we discuss is religion and politics. Anything that isn't probably can't be important. I was thinking, what could we discuss? What conversations could we have that weren't religion or politics? And I was thinking, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Maybe sports. Maybe we can discuss sports. Maybe we can discuss the past. I love to talk about sports. I love to think about history. But every piece of history kind of influences our politics. So what I wanted to say to you today is this. When Moses was kind of re-giving the law, the second law, he was restating the law, repeating the law. He found it important enough to say something about building a little wall around the roof of your house so that somebody else doesn't fall off the roof and get hurt. Maybe politics are important. Maybe this is something we should discuss. Maybe we should never again say silly things like, I don't discuss religion or politics.